Hey y'all, it's Fox. While researching a video on haunted toys, I came across a topic that I felt deserved an entire video on its own. The Legend of Polybius, a supposedly haunted arcade game from the 1980s. I love it when high strangeness intersects with technology and pop culture, so we're going to talk about Polybius today. But before we do, I would like to invite you to subscribe. I muse about all things strange because you know what they say, the truth is stranger than fiction, so I seek out the strange because odds are that's where the truth is. In the world of urban legends and conspiracy theories, few stories have been as intriguing and enduring as that of Polybius, the alleged haunted arcade game. This cryptic and unsettling tale, often described as one of the most bizarre gaming-related myths, has captivated the imaginations of gamers, conspiracy theorists, and thrill-seekers for decades. The story of Polybius, with its claims of strange and disturbing side effects such as blackouts, seizures, and memory loss, has become a prime example of how a modern myth can take on a life of its own, growing and evolving over time. Despite the lack of concrete evidence that Polybius was ever a real game, its influence and the eerie tales surrounding it have continued to fascinate those interested in the darker side of pop culture and conspiracy. The origin of the Polybius legend. The story of Polybius begins in the early 1980s, a time when arcade games were beginning to dominate the entertainment landscape. The tale is most commonly associated with Portland, Oregon, although the details vary depending on who is telling the story. According to the legend, Polybius was an arcade game that appeared in a few select arcades in the city. Unlike most arcade games of the time, Polybius was said to have been unlike anything ever seen before, featuring captivating visuals, mesmerizing gameplay, and an overwhelming sense of immersion that kept players glued to the screen. However, it wasn't just the game's unique design that made it so mysterious. The true intrigue of Polybius lies in the reports of its disturbing side effects. Players who spent too much time in front of the game reportedly began to experience severe physical and psychological reactions. Some accounts describe players suffering from blackouts, seizures, headaches, and even memory loss after playing the game. It was said that these bizarre symptoms became more pronounced the longer a person played, leading some to believe that the game was somehow manipulating the mind or causing long-term psychological damage. The situation only deepened the mystery when strange men, often described as government agents, were said to have visited the arcades where Polybius was being played. These men supposedly came to collect data from the game's machines, often performing maintenance on the cabinets and removing them without explanation. According to some versions of the story, the game vanished from arcades just as quickly as it appeared, leaving behind only whispers and rumors about what had really happened. Theories behind Polybius: mind control and government experiments. The most prominent theory surrounding Polybius is the belief that the game was part of a secret government experiment in mind control. According to this theory, the US government, particularly agencies like the CIA, were interested in the potential of video games as a tool for psychological manipulation. The hypothesis is that Polybius was designed as a form of psychological warfare or behavioral modification, using specific visual and auditory stimuli to alter the player's mental state. This theory gained traction in the 1990s when the myth was widely circulated on the internet and among gaming communities. Proponents of the mind control theory point to the bizarre symptoms reported by players, seizures, memory loss, and blackouts, as evidence of the game's harmful effects. The idea is that Polybius may have been an experiment in subliminal messaging or a device designed to test the limits of human cognition, with the side effects being the unintended consequences of such an experiment. Some versions of the story even suggest that Polybius was inspired by the CIA's infamous MKUltra program, which was a real-life covert operation designed to explore methods of mind control and psychological manipulation. MKUltra involved various experiments with drugs, hypnosis, and sensory deprivation, and its connection to the Polybius legend is often cited as proof that the game could have been part of a similar covert operation. The idea of a government experiment hidden in plain sight, disguised as an innocent arcade game, fits perfectly with the broader conspiracy theories that pervade modern urban legends. The myth of the missing game. Another critical element of the Polybius story is the game's sudden and mysterious disappearance. According to the legend, after a brief and somewhat unexplained run in Portland's arcades, Polybius vanished without a trace. Arcade owners reportedly had no idea who owned the machines or who was behind the mysterious men who came to collect the data and perform maintenance on the cabinets. This disappearing act only added to the intrigue, with many speculating that the game was part of some larger clandestine operation that had to be hidden away once the public became aware of its dangerous effects. This mysterious vanishing has led to various theories about the game's fate. Some believe that Polybius was a prototype created by a government agency and that it was removed to cover up the experiment. Others speculate that the game was simply a hoax or an elaborate prank designed to generate attention and stir up conspiracy theories. Despite these theories, no physical evidence has ever surfaced to confirm that Polybius was a real arcade game, leading some to believe that the entire story is simply a piece of urban folklore. The persistence of the legend. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the story of Polybius has endured over the years and has become a central part of gaming culture. The myth has been retold in various forms of media, from books and documentaries to podcasts and video games. The story has taken on a life of its own, evolving with each retelling and generating new theories and interpretations about what Polybius really was. One of the reasons why the Polybius legend continues to capture the public imagination is its connection to the early days of video gaming, a time when the world was still figuring out the potential of new technologies. The idea of a government-sponsored mind control experiment disguised as an arcade game taps into the fears and anxieties of a generation that grew up in the shadow of Cold War-era conspiracies and covert operations. The notion that something as seemingly innocent as a video game could be used to manipulate people's minds resonates with those who are wary of the power of technology and its potential to be misused. In addition to its conspiracy theory overtones, the Polybius legend is also a reflection of the fascination with the unknown and the unexplained. Much like other urban legends such as the Mothman or Bigfoot, Polybius exists in the space between fact and fiction, allowing people to question what is real and what is a myth. The fact that no one can definitively prove that Polybius ever existed only adds to its allure, creating a sense of mystery that keeps people coming back for more. The influence of Polybius on pop culture. Over the years, Polybius has become a cultural touchstone, inspiring a wide range of media and creative works. The game's eerie legacy has appeared in television shows, movies, video games, and even comic books, where it's been referenced as a symbol of the dangers of technology and government control. Perhaps one of the most notable references to Polybius came in the popular TV show The Simpsons, where the game made a brief appearance in an episode titled Bart's Game. The episode portrayed the game as a creepy and dangerous device that caused players to suffer from various psychological and physical ailments. In the world of video games, the myth of Polybius has also been embraced, with developers incorporating elements of the legend into their own works. One such example is the game Polybius, developed by Llamasoft, which takes inspiration from the urban legend and presents players with a fast-paced, visually intense arcade-style game. The game captures the spirit of the original myth by using neon-colored visuals and a frantic pace, evoking the sensations of playing a mysterious and otherworldly game. The enduring mystery of Polybius. In the end, the mystery of Polybius may never be fully solved. Was it an actual arcade game created by the government for mind control experiments? Or was it simply an elaborate urban legend designed to exploit the fears and uncertainties of the time? Regardless of its origins, Polybius has become an enduring part of gaming history, a haunting reminder of the power of myths and the allure of the unknown. The tale of Polybius continues to captivate the imagination of those who love a good mystery, and serves as a testament to the power of urban legends to shape our understanding of the world around us. Whether real or imagined, the story of Polybius will likely remain a captivating part of pop culture for years to come. That's all for today. If you enjoy my content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.